So you may be telling yourself, oh no, not another refrigerator video. But this one has a trick up its sleeve, and it's dual zone that I'm going to show you right now. So this is the Hcalory 53 quart or 50 liter 12 volt compressor refrigerator for your car, RV, truck, boat, or camping. Okay, so let me show you the feature that I think is probably the coolest one. So we'll open it up here. As you can tell, it's partitioned in two separate zones. What in actuality, the left one is going to have the compressor in it that's going to keep everything freezer temperature or refrigerator temperature. And then because of this partition, the other side can act like a refrigerator. There's also a drain plug in here. Sweet. Don't often see that, but that's a nice addition. Very nice. So you can just drain it out in case something gets wet, or you can always drain out the condensation as well. LED light right here, looks like 6 LED lights. Nice strong hinge. The fit and finish on this thing is pretty nice. Look at the edges, really nice, solid. Look at the handles. I love how they kind of snap back into place. So the fan is currently on, as well as the compressor to get this thing cool. And here it is. Okay, and the box within the box, we have the user manual, of course. They have several different models. Usually we don't need to really go through this, right? We'll get to the box within the box. So you have your 12 volt plug right here. You could tap this right into your house battery. And then we have the brick and plug that plugs into AC right here. And a little quick start guide user manual. What's cool about it is it has a sensor. When you take this slider off and on, it knows. So on this display panel here, it'll display two temperature zones because there is a probe on both sides, so you can tell if the refrigerator side is within refrigerator temps and if the freezer side is within freezer temp. And let's say you want to use it as one or the other instead of dual zone. All you have to do is pull this, and now you either have a large refrigerator or a large freezer. I think the flexibility of that, depending on your trip, let's say you're feeding a lot of people and you have a lot of frozen items, it is that nice flexibility to be able to pull this out and have all your goodies in here. Hello. Hi, doggy. Hi, doggy. How are you? Hello, doggy. I really like the carrying handles. It lays flat up against the body and it's not protruding out, making the footprint even bigger. So I like that it is snap style. It's almost like if you ever see bands, all their equipment is in these giant boxes and the handles are just like this, where they'll flap closed like this. So overall, the fit and finish of this, I really like. The cutouts, the paint job, everything on this looks really, really nice so far. Everything on it has been great. I've been using this fridge now for over 30 days with or without the partition for different occasions, and I'll say that it has worked flawlessly. So I've been lucky enough to experience a lot of different refrigerators, and 35 decibels isn't so bad compared to some of the other ones that are 45 decibels. Now that being said, at night when outside is quiet and you're parked up in your van, RV, or car, you are going to hear this because it's nice and quiet everywhere else, and 35 decibels is going to sound pretty loud when you're trying to sleep. Luckily for me, I sleep with earplugs anyways, so 35 decibels, 45 decibels doesn't really matter to me, but I thought I'd mention that in case you are very sensitive sleepers. That being said, 35 decibels isn't too bad. It is audible and you're gonna notice it, but it's not too bad. If you like the white noise, then you're gonna be just fine. Alright, so let's talk about power consumption. This is gonna be 50 watts, and that is right in tune with a fridge this size or 12 volt compressor fridge. It's all gonna be about 45 to 65 to 70 watts. I have a isotherm fridge that is built into my camper van, and that uses about 65 to 70 watts, whereas this Hcalory 12 volt compressor fridge uses 50 watts. Keep in mind that it's not going to be continuous. It's only when the compressor and fan is kicked on is when you're going to be using some wattage, but it doesn't always kick on, so that's where you save some power. So for me personally, I like to have a lot of flexibility with the food that I buy and what I can freeze and store for trips or just out of convenience. I don't like to go grocery shopping too often, so I try to get as much as I can. So if it's up to me, I would try to buy as big as my budget allows or the space inside my van allows. So just going through some of the features, it has the partition design. We have talked about that. It has an eco and max mode. It is exactly what that sounds like. If you want to get things cool ASAP Rocky, keep it on max. Otherwise, just leave it on eco. It has a cool anti-shake design. So even if you're off-roading up to 35 degrees, it'll still work, not a problem. The handles on both sides here are really nice and flush and feel high quality, to be honest. It has a battery protection in here as well. Many different use case scenarios, but mainly it's going to be for boats, RVers, car lifers, van lifers, campers, overlanders, weekenders, weekend warriors, etc. So the usual things is going to be energy saving, low noise, large capacity, fast cooling, LED panel, and voltage protection. And it does have two temperature sensors on both sides of the fridge. And in case you only want to use it as one large partition, either a fridge or a freezer, when you remove the centerpiece or the partition divider, the fridge will sense it and will only display the one temperature. So it's a smart fridge as well. So for this size fridge and having that flexibility of a freezer and a fridge, 50 liters for $269. There's even a 10% coupon going on right now. I will leave the link into the description where it's always going to be updated with the cheapest price. Shout out to Hcalory for providing a discount code for my viewers. I will leave the discount code in the description. You'll get an additional 20% off. Currently, it is $269 plus my coupon code for 20% off for a dual zone, quote unquote, at that price is, and for this capacity, 50 liters is very, very big for a single person. But I love to do my frozen smoothies and things like that and plan in advance. So for me, having the larger capacity is just right. Not to mention, I also use this as a chair inside here. If you know my truck, you know that I don't have anywhere really to sit, so I also use the fridge as a chair. Shout out to the notification squad who watch all of my videos and have the bell notification clicked on. I really appreciate it. Thank you also so much for all the commenters. It really does help the YouTube algorithm to showcase my video. I really appreciate all the thumbs up and love. If you are interested in the Hcalory fridge, I will leave a link in the description. And until next time, as always, stay weird, my friends. Peace.